Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. This one's kind of important because it doesn't just involve the Palestinian Authority, but it involves all the West and us taxpayers whose money goes to paying for the Palestinian Authority and its use of terrorism in its school textbooks that it gives out to Gaza, the Gazan children, and the incitement to violence in these books is unreal. I'll give you just a few examples of the sort of stuff that they put up in their textbooks. It's like what happens if you have 3 Jews and you kill 2, how many's left? That's examples of mathematics. And in their maps that they show in their schools, there is no Israel. It's all called Palestine, even the land that belongs to Israel by right. But this has come to light recently because the Palestinian Authority has refused the UK government's calls to stop the incitement to violence in the children's textbooks. The American government has done a few things to try and stop this in its tracks by making the Taylor Force Act. Taylor Force was an American serviceman who was visiting Israel and was killed by a Palestinian terrorist. And there was an act named after him called the Taylor Force Act, and it was supposed to get money back for people who were killed by Palestinians who were brought up in these UNRWA schools and taught this incitement. And no wonder the children grow up thinking that their only goal in life is to be a jihad and to give their lives for the so-called Palestinian cause. You see, the European Union goes on and on about a 2-state solution. The Palestinians never wanted a 2-state solution. They have said no to it every single time. They have been offered 98% of Israel, and because there was 2% left over that Israel would have, they said no. And there's a picture above my head, and it's of a terrorist whose name is Dalal al-Mughrabi. She was a Palestinian militant who participated in the 1978 Coastal Road Massacre, a raid on Israel that killed 33 people. She was killed during the attack and became a symbol of the Palestinian struggle for some, while others, particularly Israelis, viewed her as a terrorist who murdered civilians. She was 19 years of age at the time of her death, and she was taught this incitement in her schools. And the Palestinian Authority is not only guilty of killing the 33 lives that this girl took, but my heart goes out to Dalal al-Mugabe too, because she was filled from she was knee height up until she grew up to be a young lady, and she was fed incitement, and she was told that the only good cause of a Palestinian is to die in the struggle for to take over all of so-called Palestine. But Israel isn't going anywhere, and the Palestinian Authority and the Palestinian people need to get this through their head. And the European Union, the UK government, the United States government, and goodness knows how many Palestinian or Muslim governments who give money to UNRWA, United Nations Relief and Works Agency, that puts these textbooks into the schools. And just for another fact that maybe you didn't know or understand, that UNRWA on October 7th, when Israel went in to Gaza, found tunnels underneath the UNRWA schools, found ammunition, bombs, rockets, and all sorts of guns and ammunition inside these UNRWA schools. And not only that, but UNRWA workers joined in on October 7th, and the UK government thankfully has stood up and said that this incitement has to stop. And the British or the United States government under Donald Trump has been trying to stop it too. But unfortunately this year they have also got, the Palestinian Authority have got a system called pay to slay, and he's just increased the budget up over 300 million, and this budget is just simply to pay the family of terrorists who kill Israelis, and the more Israelis that family member kills, the more money and stipend they get. So it's no wonder that the Palestinian people, who are living foot to mouth and have hardly got in them or on them, would take this way out, because at least if one of their family members die, the whole other family will be living with riches for the rest of their lives. So the incitement of violence is immense here, and unfortunately no government is able to stop it. So my view on this is that they should stop funding UNRWA, and they should stop paying for the Palestinian Authority also, and they should definitely stop printing these textbooks that are terrorist manifestos on how to get children to kill Jews. This is my spiel for today. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah, and peace to Israel. Shalom.